I use my camera, but it's acting kind of funny right now with storage space, so I don't want to risk it. I got stuff uploading at the same time too, so I figured this is the best option to put my feelings up as fresh as possible. Been about a half hour since I decided to do this rather than doing it off the cam. But this is better than nothing. I wanted to get my thoughts out as soon as possible because when I heard about it, it was like a minute and then I wanted to record, but it was in the middle of uploading the other WWE cameos nonsense, so I couldn't. So, Chatty Gaspard, a couple days, and then Hana Kimura today. Chad Gaspard was absolutely a tragedy, and I saw what WWE did on SmackDown. It was a random graphic in the middle of the show. I thought what they did with Chad Gaspard was disgusting. Triple H said they would have a graphic for him, and it was literally graphic and nothing more. They didn't mention his name on the air. They just had that in the middle of the screen. They didn't say what he did. They didn't say his accomplishments. Nothing. Just date of birth, date and death. Disgusting. Disgusting. We all know WWE had the footage of someone who worked with the company, but you didn't bother putting that out there. I guess it was more important to discuss the upcoming pay-per-view than talk about Chad Gaspard. So with that out of the way, Kimura Hana. I'm not going to rush things for anybody that's watching or whatever. She was definitely one of my favorites. Like, if not the favorite, joshi over there in Japan. She was the ace of the ace female promotion over there, Kimura Hana. She was the one that got chosen to slap the NJPW president. Just her. She literally is the Charlotte Flair, Roman Reigns of Stardom. This is bad. Roman Reigns gets picked on all the time. He brushes it off there like it's nothing. But for her, for some reason, the bullying was too much. And I heard the speculation about how someone watched her very important ring gear and made it so she can't fit into it anymore. There were Japanese people in the chat talking about how Kimura Hana's actions were disgusting because she got mad at someone destroying her shit. You know, full disclosure here. Maybe less than a day ago, I'll put it that way, less than a day ago. And then before that, many, many years. So about less than 24 hours ago, I was on Twitter and I was pissed that the Japanese server of OPTC didn't properly fix the USA server to make it actually playable because it has a lot of slowdown. So I tweeted in Japanese to OPTC Japan because the first time I did it was in English. This time I did it in Japanese. And because I did it in Japanese, I got a response. And the responses were not from Bandai. It was from fans. Regular people who like just regular random Japanese people. That's it. And because I know Japanese, I know what they said. Essentially, they said deal with it. Essentially, they said that. Both of them said deal with it. And there were two people. So there's two people that responded back and said deal with it. Instead of something uplifting, Instead of saying something that would be construed as helpful, they essentially said deal with it. Like I essentially said in Japanese, I wanted some help because this joint, after the new update, is really, really slow for American people. It was fine beforehand. Now it's really slow. And the Japanese people, the Japanese chatters, responses said, no, don't fix it. The Japan servers work just fine. Another person said, Android sucks. Well, that's lightly of what they said. Exactly what an American would say. So if you think Japan is all friendly, got another thing coming. If you can speak Japanese and you want help and you think that other Japanese people are going to be uplifting, got another thing coming. I know firsthand about that one. You think they're all sunshine and rainbows over there? They're not. Got to look out for yourself over there. Got to look out for yourself online. Japan is not the nice place you think it is. Maybe Saudi Arabia is better. So, when I hear that Hana Kimura got cyberbullied by people, I 1 billion% believe that. Because in Japan, cyberbullying absolutely persists. 100%. They're basically no different than us. They would take any chance to put somebody else down to feel better about themselves. And last thing I saw was that, well, what we saw, I didn't really see it, but that she slit her wrists. Now, I watched a lot of detective shows. I watch a lot of them, especially Mentate Conan. I don't want to say what episode number it is because it's too many episodes. But there was an episode I saw maybe about 2 months ago. I saw it. It was about an episode. It was an episode about someone who slit their wrists, allegedly slit their wrists, and killed themselves. Turns out it was someone that's it was a jealous sister, right? And she made it look like a suicide. Now, Kimura Hana is the number one ace over there. There could be a possibility that it could be foul play. If it's not like a natural heart condition or something essentially natural, I think foul play could have been involved. Like with China and everything, I think there could be foul play involved. So I think there was foul play involved with Chad Gaspard. According to a lot of the people that know him personally, I don't think that anything. I don't think Chad Gaspard was doing anything wrong at that time. Too many people have said too many nice things about him. I didn't hear about him being in the news for anything. Just like JTG, nice guy overall. I don't hear anything bad about him anywhere, doing any kind of, scandalous things or bragging about things, whatever. I don't see anything negative about that. I didn't hear anything bad about Kimura Hana either. Now, on the other side of the coin, Japan has a extremely high suicide rate. I've been there. It didn't take long for me to understand why. It didn't take long. I'll keep the reasons to myself. But could she have? I don't know. I would definitely look into it being foul play of some kind. You see, the picture that was taken of her slit wrists could have been taken by someone else, forced to do so. It could be her actual wrist. It could have been someone else's wrists. It was just like her wrists or whatever. It could be someone else. Someone could easily hack into her Instagram account. It happens all the time. Someone could hack into that. So I would suggest, I would suspect foul play on this one. Cyberbullying is no excuse for killing yourself. I know it does happen. It's very rare. It does happen. And Kimura Hana, I don't know, man. I don't know her personally, but would this kind of person be suspect to letting people get to them? I mean, like, it's more difficult now because of the climate that we're in. You know what I'm saying? That someone could have been near her to talk about the situation with her because of social distancing. She's gonna Zoom somebody or Skype somebody and say I'm having problems with these cyber bullies. Who knows? But in this current time, it's hard to say like someone came over to her house there and consoled her. But I've seen too many instances of people allegedly killing themselves, but someone actually did it. In this one, it's very easy to do. There's something else bothering me. According to reports, there was an Instagram post of her slit wrists. Two of them. If her wrists were slit, how did she take the camera shot? If it was both wrists, like for this, how do you take a shot of that? With your mouth? With a timer on a hat or whatever? Three, two, one? Or like a camera shot from like over there, like on a sticker or sticker, whatever, on a tripod, and then like pose into the tripod. This is what you fans did to me. What are the asshole fans gonna do now? Say I'm sorry, I made fun of you. I'm sorry I did that. You shouldn't have said it in the first place. It's her right to get angry because someone destroyed her shit. Fucking assholes. I can't believe. No. I can believe that people out there are that disgusting. I just can't believe that someone would actually take their life because of idiots and trolls out there. There's so many idiots and trolls out there. There's more. There's more idiots out there than smart people. We all know that because look who's doing all the fucking idiots, and the girls are falling for idiots. So of course, there's gonna be more idiots out there than smart people. You don't see people lining up to like fuck Stephen Hawking, do you? Or Albert Einstein, right? You don't see people lining up for that, right? You don't see people lining up for that. You see people lining up for fucking like Andrew Dice Clay. I know people know that guy, but like who's a current comedian? That's stupid. I don't know. You get my fucking point. There's a line of people out there for the stupid assholes rather than the smart nice guys, and this is what happens. You get a lot of idiots out there online making you make bad decisions, influencing people in the wrong way. This one hit me especially hard because she was one of the ones I wanted to see over here in America do her thing. Uh, Definitely I'll be honest, she's the prettiest one. She's very pretty, great personality. I love watching her work in Stardom. She had a great finishing move too, which is rare nowadays. She had a really awesome finishing move. And she's a leader of a group. She's a leader of a company, and she lets cyberbullying get to her, and all the shit. And this is one time too. This is one time when cyberbullying was like rampant toward her, and then she offed herself. Look at all the years that Roman Reigns got a whole bunch of different hate mails. You see a noose around his neck? Yeah, I don't either. Miz. Yeah, the Miz. The Miz took years and years of shit from the immature assholes in the WWE locker room. And where's he at now? Married to a hot wife? Mid card, high mid card for life? He took it in stride. And one incident with Kimura Hana, and she kills herself? What do you guys think?